Do you like two-player games?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you reviewed any good ones recently?
Not that I can think of.
Well, maybe this time.
Maybe this time? This is the review for the board game Summoner Wars, the good and bad about it.
By the end of this video, you will know if this is a good two-player game.
We have 6 burning questions that we will answer about this game and in this video. But before we do that, what is it all about, Giannis?
It's about wars.
What wars?
The ones that involve summoners. In Summoner Wars, you take a role of, well, summoner. There are 6 summoners included in the box, and all of them are really unique. And each summoner comes with its own special deck of cards, which includes spells, units, and structures.
Now you can see how quick is the setup.
You just take out the dice, give each player a deck, throw a deck in my face. And I take a deck, he takes a deck. I drop a box, I pick up the box. I do the quick first time setup, looking at my summoner's card. It's right here. Is it right here? Yeah, I promise you, this is super quick.
When Giannis is not doing it.
I'll be first. Come on, I cannot find. No, I wasn't ready yet.
Done.
I said I'll be first when I say go. I didn't say go yet. Anyway, setup's really quick.
One person controls one army and the other person the other one, and they go at each other and fight and clash, and one will win somehow.
What do you mean somehow? There's a specific win condition.
The main task for you is to kill the other summoner who has health points right here. When he loses all of them, he dies and you win.
On your turn, you will play units from your hand. You will move units. You will build new structures. You will attack with those units, some of the units. Then you can discard cards for magic points, which you spend to summon units and play spells and other things. And then you draw back to 5 level, blah.
Then you draw up to 5 cards.
No, you draw up to 5, blah.
Is that for a specific deck or all of them draws 5?
It's the Goblin deck.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound like Goblin?
You have these 6 steps and that's it. The other player goes, he moves, attacks, he summons, he attacks, he moves.
Wait, that's why it's right here.
Yeah, exactly.
It is right here.
It's written right here.
For people like Giannis.
You summon, you move, you build, you attack, you discard cards or play magic cards and draw new ones. That's it. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Until one of you dies. It's really, really quick.
Yeah, it is really quick. You go, I go kind of game, yeah.
You go, I go to the next question, which is?
Who would you buy this for?
3, 2, 1. Thanos and his wife.
I would get it for the person that I bought Radlands for. Because I want to be friends again. I'm kidding. Radlands wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. I guess the backstory as well is this was suggested to us in the comments under that video as well. So we tried it out and, well, it is better for us. I want to say Thanos and his wife because the key word that was in my mind is balance. I really like the balance of this game. It's balanced as all things should be. When you play chess, it's really like this hardcore logical puzzle that can make you feel bad or stupid, let's say. There is a lot of the same elements here, but it doesn't make you feel dumb when you lose. It's a two-player game, so I had to find somebody who could play with Thanos, and he doesn't have a lot of friends, so I said maybe he can get a wife, and then...
That would be great Marvel Cinematic Universe spin-off.
Yeah, family drama with Thanos and his wife. So there is a lot of strategy, and you control the game, yet there's also these different cards, some luck elements and everything, which make it really, really fun. I think that it's the perfect balance for this game, which is, it's fun yet challenging.
I keep thinking about that drama. Do you think when he takes out the trash, he only like, I took out half of the trash?
The other half's yours.
Yeah, because there needs to be balance. So what are the best 3 things about this game?
Thing that I like is the difficulty level.
Not difficult at all. Do you have something else?
Non-gamer could really play this.
Yeah.
It's easy because of the setup as well, which is quick and simple. Yet we as gamers enjoy it as well. There's a lot of like challenge here. Everyone actually can kind of play it, and it's choices. Yeah, it's so like satisfying whichever time you play it.
Like you said, it's easy to get into because usually versus games like have tons of little icons, but here pretty much so it eases into the game. Basic rules are super simple. Definitely non-gamers would get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
While at the meantime a lot of choices. I can move only 3 units, and then I can attack with only 3 units. That 1 unit makes all the difference.
All of your actions have choices there. There's no one that, "Oh, it's obviously this, I play this."
Exactly.
Everything has choices, yet it moves quickly. There's not a lot of downtime as well, which is fun.
You gotta go with the dice. So this is dice rolling, right? Yeah. And usually you're like, well, the odds, mostly not so good. But here, you pretty much always are gonna hit. But sometimes you won't. But mostly you will. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. But it might not. Super exciting. Dice feel totally different. You get to roll them, and almost always it will feel good.
So my second thing here is, let's go. First of all, the setup is so quick. You take everything out of the box and ready to play. That's it. And not just the setup, but also even if you get the player for the first time, I'll just usually say, okay, I'll do my turn, and you'll see everything that you have to do. And then you go. Done. And even if you have any questions, here's a line with few sentences that explains everything at any point almost. Let's go with whoever.
And the most complex rules are on the cards themselves. That you can look up anytime. It's right there. What is Mimic? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, it's right there. Now I know. Do you know what Mimic is? No? You can look it up. There we go.
Oh, no, I know.
It's always there for everybody to see. I mean, if we don't match on this, I don't know which game you've played.
Okay. Let's do it at the same time, and let's hope we match.
What if we don't?
Then you go home. Let's end this. And then
Okay.
I'll
take the
3 decks.
Factions.
It's almost the same.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Anyway, it's factions for me. They're so different. Okay, it's the basic rules, but it's just 6 little like games in there. I played one deck and then we played the other, and I have to totally change the way I play because this deck is totally mobile and it can move crazily.
Those powers, they feel awesome when you play it, yet they don't feel overwhelming for the opposition. They feel like, oh no, I lost that unit, but it's not like I played this and I destroy everything. Or yeah, the other way around, where I play a card which costs a lot of money and it's like, it's fine. No, when you play a card, you feel like, this is awesome, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, exactly. There's no useless cards, actually.
No.
I hadn't thought about it. You know, you're not gonna use it this game and you can discard it from Magic, but you don't know that.
Yeah.
You might regret discarding it.
Absolutely.
So many choices.
These decks as well, just visuals, the feeling,
Yeah,
the
the
characters,
artwork.
the events, everything about these decks is awesome.
The artwork is welcoming.
Yeah.
When you mention non-gamers, you show them, except the goblins maybe, this anime style and just nice artwork. But now let's bring it down a notch and talk about the bad things about this game. Why this game would not be for you. Okay, first one's gonna be price. So this game is around, what, $50, 50 euros? And that is not cheap for a quick 2-player game, even though these days that doesn't seem that expensive anymore. I mean, the box is quite big. Hey, I want a quick game, try out. $50 is not cheap.
My bad thing is I didn't notice, which is the text. The opponent's cards are the other way around here. Sometimes you will play cards, attack something, just, go all in, and then suddenly the other player will say, by the way, I have this card, and then all your guys get 1 damage, and I lose my army, all that. So it's quite difficult to remember all those powers that's there. It might happen that you lose the game because you didn't notice something.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
First time I played, I messed up tons of my powers. And those are my powers. Those are turned towards me. I used them wrongly, I didn't use the right keywords, and just messed it up the whole thing and still lost. So, I mean, can't even cheat. But the next time I'll play, I'll know.
Yeah, for sure.
Just be gentle on the player you play the first time. And point out things that your cards can do and his cards can do. Yeah. This is such a small issue, but I'm just gonna place it all the way down here. So what does the box officially say?
It's around 40 minutes, I think.
So here's the thing. Yes, sometimes it'll be 40 minutes, but sometimes it'll be 20 minutes.
40 to 60 minutes.
40 to 60 minutes, yeah. Even if the players are evenly matched and the decks are evenly matched, it can take up to an hour. But sometimes if you play like quicker, aggressive decks, it can be 20 minutes. When I play 2-player games, the ones I usually play, I'm pretty sure how long they're gonna be. I mean, it's such a small thing, right? But sometimes I want to know, like, okay, we have 20 minutes, let's try do Summoner Wars. And we might not manage in 20 minutes.
And I actually wanted to mention that as one of the good things.
Oh, really?
Because I really like that it feels different times you play. First time I played, it was so quick. Next time we know what's going on, and so it was slower. I found that really fantastic that it has this different length and it feels different each of those times. So I would even take it out of the board.
Fine, let's take it out. I said it's a super small thing. Anyway, if these are issues for you, then this game might not be for you. How long is the honeymoon? Wait, before we open these. I thought more about the length. I want to put it back on the board because it is an issue for me. Let's play this quick game, and they're like, "How quick is it?" And I can't tell 30 minutes. And then if I say it's an hour, it's not quick anymore. So it is an issue for me. Anyway, let's continue.
3, 2, 1. Don't wait on us.
Okay.
Because, you know, we're on a honeymoon. And
Cool.
we're not getting home anytime soon. I find there's tons of replayability because of those decks, and you're not gonna nail playing with the deck for the first time. You're gonna see the cards, and then next time, oh, I should play that way. You try that version, and then you find other cards, other synergies, everything. Plus, you can also mix these decks.
Yeah, we didn't mention that. Yeah.
There are rules you need to apply, right, in the rulebook for deck building, but you can build your own decks, and soon there will be separate decks you can buy and add to this game. Replayability is through the roof.
Like you said, you need to play at least twice to get this deck. Then you play one or two times more to figure out the synergies. And then you play more to be good at it. So it's like, what, 5 to 6 plays per deck? And there are already 6 decks in there. That's like 30 to 36 plays. That's a lot of plays these days. So what's the best alternative?
3, 2, 1.
Unmatched.
Yeah, Keyforge is a fun 2-player game as well, where you have pre-made decks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You just buy a pre-made deck and then play the game, and it feels similar to this. Yet there I feel like cards feel much more powerful, and the decks might not be balanced.
Most of the time they are not.
So it is different, but also like a fun thing that I could compare with this. And you're a huge fan of Keyforge.
That was my top 10 game of all time when we did our last video of that. This is simpler. I mean, if I would have a non-gamer friend, I'd play this because the experience is going to be better. Mine's unmatched. It can be a 2 or 4-player game, but there's also, you have your own unique character and you have your own unique deck that goes with it, and there's also the spatial thing where you move around the board and try to place yourself in advantageous positions. But that game it feels like it's missing something, and this one does. We'll get to the final rating, but that does not. I guess it's the dice. In that game, I'd love it if it had dice and you roll and fight. But if somebody says, so we played a ton of this, we put something like similar feel where you have unique things and a board, then unmatched. I would suggest unmatched. So what's the final rating?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Must have.
I thought for a caveat here, that if you have someone who enjoys that type of games. I really liked this and played this when it came out many, many years ago, but I didn't find with whom to play. And then I just gave it away. Now, when I got back to it, I'm like, I remember why I loved it so much. My son is growing up, so I'll play with him as well. So you must have this.
I usually don't play a lot of like 1 versus 1 games. I just haven't ever found one that excites me enough, that I find like interesting for my wife as well. And this one hit the mark. I think there's everything I want from this type of game. Just the fact that we didn't have a lot of bad things to say about it also shows you something. Yeah.
The more we talk about it, the more I think when's the next time we're gonna get down and play it. It's just an amazing 2-player card game, essentially. You should definitely try, if not own. Because obviously it's not gonna be for everybody. But you should definitely give it a go.
And that's it for our review. Like, subscribe, and do the commenting. Would you play this game?
Oh, we finished early. We have time for a game.
Excellent!